Good morning. Welcome back to Little Hollow Homestead. This morning we're going to start a project I've been wanting to do for a long time. I've always raised my meat chickens down in a auxiliary little chicken coop I've got down in the hollow behind me here. And it's just been messy and it's hard to keep them clean, and you're always adding straw and moving manure. So this year I'm going to build me a chicken tractor specifically for raising meat chickens. I raise 50 a year. So I get 25, I raise them for about 4 weeks, and then I move them out into my pen, or in this case, my new chicken tractor. Hopefully it works. And then I get another batch, and so they're kind of offset a little bit. So what I'm doing is my own little variation. I don't want this chicken tractor to be assembled all year and just take up room and take up space and look junky in my yard. So I'm going to build one that I can set up and take down each year as I raise my meat chickens. So I've looked at a lot of different designs and looked at a lot of different people's ideas, and I've come up with my own plan. So let me show you my plan as it stands right now. It's subject to change. So I've got 2 cattle panels, just regular 16-foot cattle panels. I'm going to go through and I'm going to zip tie the tops together. I'm going to raise it up and create an A-frame. All right, there's the general idea. We've got the cattle panels lifted up. We're going to call this the chicken longhouse rather than a tractor. It's going to be really long, but it should give those Cornish cross chickens enough space in there to last for maybe a couple of days before I have to move it. So the plan is I'm going to close both ends in. I'm going to leave a top gap so I can get access to the feeders and the waterers and make that easy so I don't have to actually crawl in there. But I can take them in and out as I feed them for 12 hours and then take the feed away for 12 hours. And a good way to get access to the water and to move them out of the way when you move the chicken tractor. So I've got plenty of lawn here. I'm going to start way up there in the corner. I just kind of march them down the hill as we go, all the way down, flip them around and march all the way back up. So hopefully it will be beneficial for the chickens to get some free range grass, and it'll be beneficial for my grass to get some good fertilizer. So, okay. Well, my idea is coming together right now. One problem I've got is I don't know what to do here, if I should do 2x4s or what for skids. I don't want to make it so heavy that it's a pain to move. So I got to think on that for a minute. But for now, I can get up the dimensions and get the plywood ends fitted, and let my brain do some thinking and find out what we're going to do for skids to make this easy to move. All right, I may have found a solution for the skid issue. Had these old drainage pipes. I ripped them right down the middle with the jigsaw. I'm going to see if I can feed those on here, just like that. Go all the way down. Even though the ribs are going against me here when I'm pulling this way, I think it'll just give me less surface contact area and hopefully make this easier to move. So, like I say, I'm making this up as I go. We'll see how it turns out. Well, we got those on. I think that will definitely be better than trying to slide the wire across the grass. I'm just going to come through here, drill a hole, and we'll attach maybe every other, so this stays in place a little better. Don't want that rolling on me. It may not, but a little bit of baling wire is pretty cheap. And we'll just slip this together. All right, little progress report. We've got that end all zip tied in. I made sure to elevate the lip of that plywood on the bottom up just a little bit so it doesn't drag on the grass and cause any resistance. The board in the middle, I'm in the process of attaching that in the middle to give it some more structural strength so that A-frame doesn't split in the middle on me. It'll kind of keep its shape as I drag it back and forth. Then on this end, I decided to enclose the whole thing, and then when it's time to feed or whatever, we just undo that like that. If you'll notice, when I put the screws in this OSB in that piano hinge, I put a piece of PVC pipe on the end. This serves two purposes. It prevents those little, the ends of the screws from sticking out and poking me and poking the chickens and whatever else. But it also provides some structural integrity for those screws to grip that hinge to this OSB into this. So it's kind of like a nut on the end of a bolt kind of idea. But that's where we're at right now. I think it's coming along. I'm going to attach the rope. I'll attach the rope with carabiners on either end like this, so that if I need to pull it from this end, I just hook the rope on here and I pull it. If I need to pull it from the back end, hook the rope and I hook it up there and pull it that way. That's the idea behind that. We're still working on that. Next step, we got to get that cross brace attached somehow. Still debating on how to do that. But so far, it's coming together. Of course, there's changes as you go along and you have different ideas, but this is where we're at this point. All right, it's time for a test drive. Let's see how she handles. This little bit of pipe here, just give me a little bit better handle. Here we go. That's not bad. So that's frontwards. And this is what happens when you put it in reverse. Well, that's really not bad at all. So once I get ready to put my chicks out in here, I'm going to cover the front with a tarp to keep the water and the rain off of the feed and off of the birds, so they've got a place to shelter. The back part I'm going to leave open. I am going to have to add some chicken wire along the bottom to keep critters out and chickens in. So we'll do that, but we're about a month and a half away from getting our first batch of meat chickens. Well, I couldn't help myself. I had to get the tarp on it. So there's the tarp, and a little over half of it. We have plenty of room out here to hang out in the sun, stretch around in the grass, and be chickens. And the food and water. And then there's the protected area inside. So plenty of room for 25 chickens to get in and out of the rain. I'll put a couple of feeders right here, and there are a couple of waterers. I'm debating of suspending the feeders, probably not the waters because they'll be too heavy, but the feeders from up here. And then at night, I just pull on a pulley, or whenever I move the chicken tractor, pull that up, clip the rope to the side, move the tractor, or lower the feed back down. And so anyway, that's an idea I'm toying with. We'll see how that pans out. All right, well, I'm glad we got a head start today and got the chicken tractor built. The first batch of chickens won't even go in until probably April-ish sometime. But it seems like this year is ramping up a lot quicker. We raised pigs up almost until Christmas time this last year. So we haven't had much of a break this year. We're starting the cycle all over again. We're getting back into it. Sure sign of spring is your seed trays are full of dirt and you're ready to go with your seeds, and then your Cornish cross chickens are scheduled to come in the mail. That's how you know that cycle's starting all over again. So here we go, button up. We've got to go out and get the pig operation set back up. We've got some improvements to make, some repairs to make. And so we got a little bit of work out there to do before we're even ready for pigs. So I didn't want this project pressing on my mind, because that's going to take quite a bit of time out there to get that set up again. So from Little Hollow Homestead, hope your preparations for spring are coming along and you're as excited for the new season as I am. I always appreciate you guys stopping by and joining me on these little projects and adventures I go on. And the subscriptions are appreciated, the thumbs up, the shares, everything. I appreciate your support of this channel. And until next time, take care wherever you are and have a great day.